Dushan, good morning, Bahamas trader. Are you actually in the Bahamas? Thank you, thank you. I don't really need luck. We're not trading the open today. I have no reason to. Gonna get my flip trade in here on the precision account. A little confused why it says it says admin owned. Why it's even still here, but it didn't automatically cancel. Let's switch back over. Morning, Methodical. You the man. Yeah, right now we have the opening trade account that we have right now is at payout, and the other account that we're 220 away from payout is the one that we've been trading just regularly. So the idea is to hopefully get to payout with that one today. Plus, I am not a fan of how we're moving this morning. Straight down, essentially. Not straight down, but pretty big down move. Morning, Nico. You're in Michigan. What a false advertisement of a name there. One day I hope to be the man. Methodical tells me I'm the man every morning, so I just run with it. What's up, GDT? Good morning, good morning. Good luck, good luck. Got about 4 minutes here, 3.5 minutes to the open. Like I said, I'm not going to be trading the open today. I have no reason to. If I had the precision account open, the PA or the eval account that I passed, I would, but right now it's still an eval because I gotta do the 6 days to pass it. So until that is a PA account, or we get the payout from number 13, the open is a no-go. Excuse me. Got some Michigan brothers. Auburn Hills, Plymouth. I have no idea where either of those are. Are they close? Oh, did the market bounce back yesterday morning? I got busy while you were in that trade. It did, actually. Yeah, yesterday's trade worked out. The one that you're talking about. Felt like I just had like a fire ant on my foot or something. It was like stung. Get that like button on the way in. Appreciate the support. Yeah, by the way, the 90% off sale, it does end tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow. Derek Nadar, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, fire ant. It wasn't a fire ant, but that's what it felt like. I've been bitten by plenty of fire ants in my life, so. Jordan! What's going on, man? How are you? Bullet ants? Never heard of bullet ants. What are those? I'm gonna watch Methodical. He's trading the open with the bot that I forget, Rat Lord bot. I'm curious. All right, here we go. I would have put my order probably up here. 773, see what happens. Would have got filled to the upside. I don't know if I would have got filled. I'm pretty sure we would have now. I'll have to check it after. Oh yeah, I definitely think we, oh yeah. Yeah, for sure now. Yep, would have been a no doubter today. Just out of curiosity. Just want to see what it looks like. The bot didn't work for Methodical. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna hit it. Oh yeah, we definitely obviously would have had it on that first little push. Wow, look at this move. Out of curiosity, what it looks like. Decent, not too bad. Methodical, is Beelnox 90% off right now? I kind of want to grab a couple of the 250s. I thought your flies are fun. So we have on tomorrow, actually, there's some stuff at 8:30. I don't know. Actually, I should know this, huh? I think they still have the one that is. Let me check. Yeah, the 90% off option 1. 50K up to 7 contracts. It's good until the 31st. When all else fails, opening range trade saves the evals. Hey, that kind of rhymes. That was a pretty clean trade this morning. Of course, it's one of the days that I didn't take it. But I had no reason to take it today, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like the first 15-20 minutes, figure out what it's doing, and then we'll look for the band trades or a pretty good support resistance area. NQ and ES going opposite. Interesting. What's going on, Jason? Scott, good morning. Marius, good morning. Den, good morning. You're the one that said that, but I didn't realize that that was the first thing you said. I need one more trade. What do you mean? Oh, for number 15 to get the payout? Yeah, I have plenty of days on this account. That's for sure. I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess, and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame. Mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning. What did you mean, Marius, by one more trade? Just to hopefully get the payout here? This is true. Oh, I don't need any more days. I just need to get the payout. I am at... let me look. Charts. On the 15 account I'm 11 traded days. So if I were to pass, say today, or get to pay out today, I would be at 12. 12 is actually what I'm at on the other one as well. I would love to try to build a cushion on those accounts, but I'm at a point now where I went through a pretty decent dry spell where I would like to take the payouts. And then if I can build those accounts back up, awesome. If not, then I'm not that worried about it. But I would love to have the payouts to regroup my confidence a little bit of being able to get the payout. So on the first, yes. Yep, first at basically midnight, yeah. The first at midnight in the morning. 12:01. And then it'll run to the 5th at midnight. I do not believe that's the case, but that would be interesting if it was, because then I think the reason they would never say it if that's the case is because if it was, people would be bombarding the servers at that time. You know what I mean? Didn't get the open, but got the move down. Got my drawdown back. Yeah, nice, Steve. Good, 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 good. That was a pretty clean open. So sad you missed it. It's definitely a nice open. Yeah, it looks like we're trying to go back up again. We're just going to go all the way back up to the highs. Just move down all morning. And then just get it all back in the first 20 minutes. Great job, Steven. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All by Lonesome. Good stuff. Interesting. Did you just take the bands trade essentially? I don't like taking the bands trades in the first few minutes because I feel like the bands aren't where they typically would be. I do think after these payouts, I am gonna pay for the Quantower multiple connections thing. So we'll see how that works out. Watching the candles, got lower highs and thought it would move down 25. Nice. Look at you reading the price action. What do you think are the best volume indicators to be using? The only one that I've ever seen that I think would be useful is the one, it's, what is it called? Volume by price. Because it shows you where a lot of the volume was based on the price. So it'll put it on the side over here, and it'll put these little lines, and it'll show you where a lot of the volume comes through. But most of the time, if you look at support and resistance areas, that's pretty much where it's at anyway. Volume profile. Yeah, it's called something different on like every platform, so... Screen still, even a blind squirrel can find a nut here and there. It's true. Volume profile. Yeah, I think that's right. So we got the AC fixed yesterday, by the way, to give you guys an update. I also bought a burn barrel for 20 bucks. It's like one of them 55-gallon drums. I just got to drill some holes in it. I already got some bricks to put it on, and I'm going to go put it in the very back of the yard. Finally get rid of a bunch of sticks and leaves and cardboard and all kinds of crap that I have laying around. Matt uses that one. I'll check it out. Volume profile. He uses the one that shows you, it's not volume profile, it's the one that he uses is like it's like Bookmap, but it's on the side of the chart. It's like the level 2, but it shows it on the chart. The AC, so what was wrong with it? The capacitor blew on the unit itself, but part of the capacitor blowing, the capacitor being blown wasn't apparently the only problem. Which was the issue, because the guy came out 2 days ago, replaced the capacitor, it turned back on, but it wasn't blowing cold air. So a guy came back out yesterday, and he was making it sound like it's probably going to be something crazy, like we might have to replace the unit, yada yada yada. But then he started just doing his rounds, and apparently a piece of insulation inside the furnace downstairs was leaning up against the coil. And he was giving me this explanation where, like, take your hand and put it over half your mouth and close half your nose. So, like, if you close one side of your nose and cover half your mouth, and you start breathing, trying to breathe normally, you can feel the difference. Like, it's essentially the unit wasn't getting the proper amount of air that it needed to because this insulation was leaning up against the coil, and it wasn't going over the coils and, like, around the coils and yada, yada, yada. But basically, he opened it up, pulled the insulation back, screwed it so that it can't come loose again, and voila, it was fixed. It was literally that simple. But it was something you can't see because it was on the inside of the unit. So something I would have never figured out. The capacitor, it was pretty obvious. We pulled open where the capacitor is, and there was a giant bird's nest in there that was covering the whole thing. So obviously that probably overheated it, blew the capacitor, and whatnot. But the whole insulation inside the furnace area, I never would have even known to look for that. So he came out. Apparently the guy that came out 2 days prior should have stayed around and like felt the air, make sure it was cool, make sure everything was working. He did not. So him coming back out yesterday, it was free of charge. So pretty happy about that. It was that, but I was going through all that while the stream was happening yesterday. Like he was here doing all that, and I'm like hearing, you know, we're gonna have to replace the unit, and I'm thinking, geez, $8, $9, $10,000. You know, it was a lot going through my head yesterday, but thankfully that all got fixed. I'm very curious if this area breaks. If this area breaks, we're probably going right to the lows. Yeah, the company, the guy was like, yeah, that tech they've been having some issues with, the one that came out first. And he was like, he should have done a full check. And, you know, apparently he'll be noted for that. But he was like, that is not typical of us. Like, we don't leave until we know it's fixed. And, you know, he was making that known while he was here. And the fact that they did it all for free the second time was pretty sweet too. Like, obviously they didn't probably have to do that, but I felt like they did because I'm pretty sure that first guy was supposed to come in and test everything and make sure it was working. But he saw it just turned on after he replaced the capacitor, and it was such an obvious like issue. Like there was a bird's nest, the capacitor was clearly blown. He replaced it, it turned back on. And he was like, oh, yep, just give it a few hours to cool back down, etc. And he was out of here. I don't know if he was in a rush to get somewhere, etc. But he never came inside, never checked anything else, just replaced the capacitor, left, and that was that. So I think they realized that he should have came inside. He should have tested the air, make sure it was coming out cold, you know, etc., etc. But so, I mean, it is what it is. It took an extra day to get fixed, but it got fixed. Unfortunately, it did lead to me making some bad decisions yesterday, and you know, that is what it is. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm the one clicking the buttons. Yeah, I'm not sure if when I get the $30 thing from Quantower, if it will give me the volume profile and such, but if it does, I'll throw it on there. I can't put it on there right now because I can only use 2 indicators. Did he use the code VOLA? Yeah, that's funny. I was looking at, I feel like I'm sad that you can't use code VOLA on places like Buellnox and whatnot. I guess they just, I don't know, I guess it's just randomly generated for everything. Back. Yeah, Methodical's doing. Still no trade yet either. Oh, see, Buellnox, he does have a code. I wonder if it's just because I need more people to sign up, etc. I wonder if I just have to ask. Let me ask him. All right, I'm going to grab 2, maybe I'll grab 3 while we're sitting here waiting for a trade of the 250s. Who's the guy that was on YouTube that was live every day? He trades stocks, but he trades options. Black guy, had his own like trading room. You know what I'm talking about? Like he had like an actual office space. I can't remember what his name was. I wanted to check in on him, see how he was doing, but I forgot his name. Apparently, according to Methodical, you can go in and just change it. See if I can figure out how. Banners and links. There's my link. Statistics. I still only have one sign up on Buellnox, thanks to Market Froggo. Keywords? There are not any keywords. Go into affiliation codes and hit the pencil. I don't see a pencil. Oh, over here. Can you change them all to the same thing? Let's see. Oh, look at that. Wow. I wish everyone was like this. Yeah, okay, see, it can't be the same for each. So maybe going in and always just using it for the right one. 45. How about that? VOLA 45. Just change it to whatever the percentage is. Three. Wonder why they have. What's the difference between all these? Like, why would I use option 1 for 83% off when they have it right under? Oh, look at this move. %. And then I have no idea what this 250. Oh, are they running something similar to Apex here? Or no, discount 519. I don't know what the normal price is for this. So if we get to the bands now, I would obviously be interested. Looking at the 5 minute, we're actually right at a very key level. If we scroll out, look at all these touches. Touch, 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 and now we're there again. Account sign up. 250K option 1. It's 519 off. Let's see what it would be normally. Option 1, 250. 535. So they are doing the same thing that Apex is doing. Interesting. Their drawdown is actually worse for the 250K. So it says it's 535, but you get off 519. Wait, is that 535? 35 minus 519. Yeah, it's 1585 for 250Ks on Buellnox. This is actually really good because Buellnox, precision, if precision ends up being good, that's 3 different props that are known to be good. No, not Relentless, not Relentless Trader. Although he's been doing good too. What's that guy's name? He was on Twitter a lot. It's gonna bother me that I can't think of his name. Hmm. Noticed Alpine's not having a great day thus far. I was looking for, let's see, live options trading. Let's see if I find them that way. Probably gonna find way too many people that I don't want to find. Wait, meet Kevin, the real estate guy is now streaming stock stuff. Oh my. Tell me the market's going to crash without telling me the market's going to crash. It was funny. I was at BJ's last night and I heard two people that looked like they had no idea what was going on with the markets talking about Nvidia doing a split. And I was like, "Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the there's the indicator that the market's about to crash." I can't think of this guy's name. It's some funny name too. It's so annoying. I can't think of it. I'd have to go find him on Twitter probably. How do you trade on Quantower at market open without having loads of latency? I don't know. I do have latency, but not as much as others. Maybe it's just my internet connection. I do have a 100 gig internet connection. He became stock genius during pandemic like everyone else. Yeah. I guess he had to do something because no one was buying real estate for 2 years, essentially, because everyone was stuck in their house. Ah, what was this guy's name? I'm just going to start scrolling on Twitter while I wait for the bans to get hit. Oh yeah, how's Robinhood doing today as a stock? I know it ran big after hours yesterday, but it looks like it came all the way back. Yeah, it had a big run up to 22, but then gave it all back. And Oxy's getting crushed. JD's getting crushed. So apparently the 250K is on Beelnox, by the way. The activation fees are really bad, so gotta keep an eye on that. Put announced share buyback. Ah. Thought Man doesn't recommend Beelnox above 50K accounts because of the activation fee. Yeah. Am I trading the news on the evals tomorrow? Yeah, well, that's actually what I was just talking about. I'm debating on getting some of the 250Ks from Apex to try again. Because tomorrow's the last day of the sale. So I think tomorrow would be it for me. I just got one. I don't know if I'm going to get more. Thinking about it. But I have at least one for tomorrow. I could always, if I pass, maybe I'll do that one at 8:30 tomorrow for the news, because it is at 8:30, right? Yeah. So if I pass that one at 8:30, maybe I'll grab one or two more. for maybe the 10 o'clock news or even for Friday's 8:30 news. But obviously I'd have to buy them tomorrow. So maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, there's tomorrow it's prelim GDP and unemployment claims are the big things. They're at 8:30. So if you do sign up for 90% off the 50K at Buellnox, currently it's code VOLA, VOLA. I made it the same. Still working on my first 250K. Need 5,600 more. 15K is a hunk of profit to make. It really is. That is another option. You have until, is it June 15th? I think it's June 15th that we have to until we would have to pass to get the $85 lifetime fee. Let me find it. Yeah, June 15th. So the 90% off ends tomorrow night, but for the 250K lifetime activation fee of $85, you have until June 15th to pass to get that $85 lifetime activation fee. Get more, get more. Yeah, so maybe I'll grab one to kind of mess around with, like just normally as well. But yeah, I am noticing this area. If we can come back and retest it, kind of watching that. What would it look like? Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Let's see if we get a dip down there. Get a flush down into this previous resistance. A lot of touches there. Oh. You could grab a few and try to YOLO for at least half of the 15K. Yeah. We'll see. I'm going to YOLO the one tomorrow morning for all of it. We'll see what happens. And it's looking like we might not get the pullback. But yeah, I was going to say, if we get back above here and start heading towards the highs, I'm just going to cancel this. I was really looking for the flush of this area. Oh. Little delay there on my order. I was like, I know I clicked. Why is it not there? Right, see if we can get the flush down into here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We want it to be a nice move, because then the nicer, the more fluent the move, the odds are you're going to get more of a pop straight back up. Doesn't look like we're going to get it though. This last little effort here. Close of the candle. Might push it down. Ooh. No. Now I don't know if I want it. Missed me by 2 ticks. 2 ticks. Are you serious? Two ticks. This is the move I wanted. I wanted that flush, but I wanted to get filled. 2 ticks. You gotta be kidding me. Anna, good morning. Almost instantly right back up. Frustrating. Two ticks. Brutal. It was a good idea. Just looking for this previous resistance, looking for it to use as support. I didn't quite like it after I wanted it to happen on this candle. But oh well. I'm gonna be picky for the on my entries because we're so close to payout now. Dang. Yeah. If we didn't get our fill, we definitely would have just got it there. All good. All good. What's up, Anna? Yeah, not too bad. Oh, I don't really see anything else that's interesting me at the moment. Minus a flush one way or the other. A flush down towards the bands, or obviously a big push up. Zishan, where is... Did you get the email to activate the eval to a PA? I just saw your post in the Discord. Nice little sweep now of that area. Got the email before. So when you went in, did you go to the signatures page? Nice little sweep of that area. There must have been some more liquidity sitting there. Nice, Jordan. That's all you need when you got 10 accounts. All you need is that base hit. They add up. Watching move down. If we can get to the bands in one nice flush here, got some nice areas here. Look at all this support, all these touches here. I would be more than happy to start a trade there. Does anybody know whether or not I can both long and short on 250k evals? Thinking to YOLO some direction. Yeah, you can. On evals, you can. PAs, you cannot do the long and short. But evals, you are perfectly okay with. Everything keeps getting bought up right now. You could possibly do it in 2 different company PAs. I mean, how would they know? I mean, yeah, they have no way of restricting that at all. I actually, it's funny because when I first heard about the new rules, that was kind of my thought process, was just bring up a second chart and trade a different account with a different company. I just go short and long on one, and over time, it'll just play itself out. But I have a bias every morning anyway, so it doesn't, in the long run, I'd rather just learn to be better at picking a bias than trying to game the system, to be completely honest. For the schemer types out there. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something you could do. It's something, trust me, I sat down when all this was happening. I was like, how can we get around this? Like, that was kind of how I was thinking. But then I like really read the rules and I'm like, it's really not that bad. Like, they're still allowing you to trade the open. You just have to have a bias. And I'm fine with that. Because most of the time I tell you which way I think it's going to go. And most of the time it goes that way. And I still get faked out some of the time. So, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. I'm going to go grab a new drink. I'll be right back. As of right now, we just chopping. Chop, chop, choppity. Looks like we're trying to head higher. I did notice that 250K is on here. Excuse me. Well, that's the first time I've had no trades in the first 45 minutes in a long time. A nice little trend line forming here as well. If you're into the trend lines. Creating a little bit of a wedge. For anyone that's into the technical analysis side of things, looking at the 5 minute, we're actually still floating around that pretty key level. Hence, that's where we kind of bounced the first time. Every time, so I got one of those barrels to start fires in the backyard. Every time I even think about one of those, it reminds me of the movie The Mighty Ducks. Fire in a barrel. Just hear Emilio Estevez saying that. It's a fire in a barrel. What the heck does that guy look like nowadays? Emilio Estevez. He still looks like Emilio Estevez. He's 62 years old. Crazy. Mighty Ducks. I can't wait to watch that with my kids. You wish they created one last Harry Potter? Part 2 is your favorite? I really like the first one because they were like just straight trash. And then they became what they did. In the second one, they were already good though. But yeah, D2 was good. That's the one where they went up against Iceland, right? Let's see. Now, D2 was 1994. That's crazy. Oh, that's the one where they were with Team USA. Knuckle Puck, Russ. Knuckle Puck Russ. Here comes the Knuckle Puck. The Mighty Ducks, 1992. So that came out, it was still in the 90s. I thought it might have been like 89, 90. Those are such good movies. Then D3, is that the one where they went to college, or was that the world one? Yeah, D3 was the college one. And then didn't they have one more? I thought there was one more. Averman. Oh, it was a TV series. Wow. Yeah, D2 was Team USA where they beat Team Iceland. 3 was the college one. Right back into that trend line. Right back up to the highs. Nice little pop. Is this an old movie where it's black and white? No, no, it's not black and white. Looks like we really want to break out of this wedge that we're forming. See if we can get up to those bands if we do. Any good comedy shows right now? I just finished Young Sheldon. No, I don't really watch shows. I only really watch movies. There is a guy on YouTube that's really funny. Oh, nice little flush down into the trend line. See if it holds. Nice little stuff here. I don't know if I am subscribed to this guy, but he was popping up on my feed for a while. Here he is, Phil Hanley. Take a look at him. His name is Tim. Get out of here. There's his YouTube channel, Phil Hanley. He's pretty funny. He's got some good stuff. Dang, Alpine fought all the way back, it looks like. He's now nice and green on the day, actually. Nice. A lot of stand-up coming around, yeah. Be curious if we use this trend line now as a resistance. We'll see. Kind of annoyed I can't really find a trade. Now this is starting to look kind of like a W. Obviously, they're not respecting this trend line anymore, so we can get rid of that. Wow, look at this candle. Wow, look at this. Go. I would love to see this go straight up into the bands. Not gonna get impatient like yesterday. It'll suck to not get the trade if it doesn't get there, but of course it would have worked this time around. It's gonna go right back. It's probably gonna bounce off of here and try to go higher. I believe somebody calls this a wick test. Come back down, test it after the wick's put in, then attempt to move higher. Please don't just start pushing buttons again. Yeah, no, not today. I'm in a much better mindset today than I was yesterday. It would have been real nice had we got the push up into the bands though. That's what I was looking for. It's not quite enough there. Let's see if it uses this as support. So far, we're attempting to bounce right off this. If we make a lower high, though, probably go back down through. Yeah, this actually looks like it wants to try lower.
listen for the doubt, then call it. Make you out for what you say to me. Look at every single need. If you got what I need, then I'll take
Still have time, I know. Can't request to the first anyway, so. Today was not a clean setup. Should have not taken a trade, but at least I didn't blow. Did you take a bad trade? Oh, are you still talking about the 128 that you're down? Did you ever figure out, Zishan, the paying for the PA? Going. Where? Oh, Goodwill. What are you dropping off? Gotcha. What? I was just curious. If you're going to Walmart. Might have been able. I thought you were doing that. Muted. Wait, did I hit the button by accident? Am I not muted now? Apparently I clicked the button on my mic, I guess, when I was moving it. My bad. It's not like you guys are actually listening to me anyway. Whoops. Yeah, my bad, my bad. I didn't realize, so when I grabbed my mic, there's a button on the side. You can't see it. So I must have hit it with my thumb as I was moving it to talk to mom. I was just talking about the trade that I almost took that I didn't. And then I was just explaining that in the future I could take these trades because you have such obvious stops. Like it starts moving back up after it bounces off that previous resistance, trying to use it as support, and then you stop out right under it. And I was like, but then you have to try to avoid these sweeps. But even if it does sweep, you jump back in above that line, and then yeah, you just move your stop again. If you get stopped twice, then so be it. Tom's messaging me. It's a stock trade. Nice. Muted again? No, I'm not. Get out of here. I am only going to go to 11. See if we get a trade by then. It keeps feeling like we're going to get a decent little push, but then it just doesn't. I'm not going to force a trade. I am not forcing a trade. And it keeps doing this where it's like, all right, we're going to go. And then it just doesn't go. Go to the bathroom, be right back. Have I messed with Helkin Ashi bars? I have not. I've seen people messing with those. I don't really see the point. I feel like we're going to have our biggest giveaway yet. And I feel like the numbers of the stream have been going nothing but down lately. I think there was like the big hype around the rule changes and the opening trade, and then now that that's kind of gone, I feel like everyone kind of went away. That's good for you guys. It's good for the loyalists. That's right. The true G's. And I hope one of you guys win the giveaway. I always hope one of you. Every time the giveaways are happening, I'm always hoping that one of you guys win. Like one of the guys that are around all the time. Crazy. Feels like we're just going to grind all the way back up to the highs. That's what it looks like we're doing. Big move overnight. Down, down, down we go. And then we had that big move at 4 o'clock yesterday. I guess there was some earnings. Like right at 4 o'clock we had the big move up. And we just went down from there. Till, what time was this? It's like right at the open. Yeah, we were at the lows at the open, and we've done nothing but go up since then. Show me the money. What time on Friday? So it's not this Friday, it's next Friday, because it'll be the end of the month. It's the first Friday of every month, and the last day of this month happens to be this Friday, so it'll be next Friday. So I have the number. But we did go over that 250 mark, so it's going to be more than 250. Anybody know who this trading with Travis guy is? He's got a crap ton of accounts. Seems pretty. I started watching him a little bit yesterday. He seems pretty legit. He's kind of got me thinking about trying to get like the basically just whoever's got 90% off. Why not? That's kind of the idea. I just have to learn the ways of all the other prop firms. He's a good guy, I like him. Nice. Yeah, he seems very straightforward. Stop messing around with free market stuff. Yeah, I try to stay away from it. Making lower highs each time here. We're probably going to come back down and retest at least this 850 area would be my guess. Unless we can break above and start making higher highs on these candles. Yeah, see, like the first time we broke a high of a previous candle, it got absolutely rejected. Well, they didn't want to come down and test 50 again, though, either. Not yet. Mad scalper. Choppy, choppy, chop. Right in the middle. Just hanging around this middle line. I was hoping to get one good push at some point, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. How's the Tesla? Any maintenance costs yet? No. Still good. I love it, man. Are we going to get this push going into 11 o'clock? So do the kids pick their favorite car instead of the gross Jeep? Yeah, my car is obviously their favorite. The Jeep's nice. It's weird though. Every time I drive it, I have to hit the brakes. At this point, I don't even understand what brakes are. It's always so weird. Brakes? Huh? I just have a hard time trying to get long in almost anything right now. If you go look at like all the stocks, like everything's kind of coming like straight down. Kind of interesting actually. The only thing that's not coming straight down is Nvidia. Like Nvidia is like single-handedly holding the market up. Oh yeah, I meant to go find that guy on Twitter. Let's see if I can find him. While I'm sitting here. I don't really get on Twitter that much anymore. Like it's just a bunch of stuff I don't want to watch or read. Once I see his name, I'm going to feel like an idiot because it's like one of those like names that once you say it out loud, you can't not remember it. Can like feel it in my head too. I just can't seem to remember it. Starts. I think it starts with a S. Obviously, he doesn't really post on Twitter anymore. I feel like I would have seen him by now. I'm pretty sure I still follow him. I don't think I've ever unfollowed anybody on Twitter. We're retesting that 850 area. He was on like a bunch of like YouTube videos with like the big guys and stuff, but I just remember he like lost a lot of money and he was trying to sell all of his stuff from the office area that he had, like, that he was paying for, and no one was like using it. What was his name? I did unsubscribe to him on YouTube when I kind of cleansed all my subscriptions, which is why I couldn't find him there. This is another one of those same trades, by the way, that I was talking about. Just previous resistance being used as support. I don't necessarily like the second touches, though, because I feel like they have a lot more of a chance to fail. But it looks like it's trying to go up. Usually when you work your way back down to it, you might get a bounce, but typically you'll come back down and retry it again. But as of right now, it looks like it's working. My history, I wouldn't even know what to search. It was so long ago. I probably should start looking into these trades. They've been working all day today. And the stops on them are so easy. I don't know. I'm about to give up though. Because obviously he hasn't posted in a while, which makes me believe that things are still not doing great for him. I think he goes based off key level. What do you mean? It's a one-word name. Just can't think of what it is. Like a short name too. You know what? Let me just search my followers, or the people I follow. Probably be a lot easier. I'm only following, 76 people. Let's see. This would have been a lot easier if he's in here. I wonder if he like deleted his Twitter. That could be a possibility too. Yeah, I don't see him in here. Wonder if he deleted. I bet you he deleted it, because I wouldn't have unfollowed him. Can't believe I don't remember his name. Let's search YouTube real quick for it. All right, let's see thumbnails. See if I can find them. Ah, here he is. Lucci, Sang Lucci. It was an S. I knew it. Sang Lucci. That's his name. He is still on Twitter. Maybe I just never followed him. He's still posting very regularly. Yeah, apparently he's still trading though. He came back. Yeah, that's who it was. I couldn't remember his name. I knew once I saw it though, I'd be like, oh, that's it. Sang Lucci. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Typically, you'll get the bounce when it comes in retest, but usually it'll come back down and retest it again. And you know how I feel about those third touches. I do not like third touches. Look, 1, 2, 3. Went through. 1, 2. This will be the third if it comes back down. Here we go, testing it. This is going to be my last chance here. I'm looking for it to flush through right into the bands. Possibly even this previous support down here. That's my trade idea. But obviously we need to get through first. All right, we're through. Let's see if we get the continuation here. Looking for his stuff here. Still looking for that big push down. They're trying to make it seem like we're sweeping this area, but I have a feeling we're going to stuff. He lost a ton short in the market. Yeah, let's be real. The only way he came back was because he sells the service. Otherwise, yeah, oh, 100%. I mean, I feel that way sometimes as well. Like, if it wasn't for CMEG back in the day, I might not even be here right now. So, I get it. That's why I try to paint the realistic picture that not everyone is going to make it work. Unless you have a job on the side, this is tough. The WOGME I see on Reddit is not true. I don't even know what that is. What is WOGME? Is that an abbreviation for something? We all going to make it something like that? Yeah, I've never heard that one before. Doesn't mean it's not a thing. I've never heard it before. I was really hoping that stuff there was it. I thought we were going to get a decent move down. There must have just been a little bit more liquidity sitting there. They went and grabbed it. That's frustrating because that's what I was looking for, was here, and then hopefully stay in this range, go from here back up. I wouldn't even obviously have needed the whole move, but I'm gonna go start my lunch. We'll give this one last opportunity to give us a decent move.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great.
go to work cause my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life cause I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die, and this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Yeah, I'm surprised myself. I wish I would have taken a trade. I feel like everything I've said so far today has worked. Press those buttons. No, I'm not pressing them unless I have... I told myself I'm trying to stay consistent, right? That's one of their new rules. They want to see the consistency, and all my trades have been looking for these band trades. So, no reason to change it up. Now, after I get a payout, I might start looking more. I mean, again, guys, look, support and resistance. It's all it is. And that's what I'll be looking for moving forward. I think I can really look for these areas and do very well with them. You know, a lot of times, I mean, I can risk what? 1 here? Like a 1, this is like, if you let it go, that's probably like a 1 to 10. Even here, on the pop through resistance, come back down, retest it. And then what's this? I'm risking 1, making like 5, 6. I mean, obviously I'm not going to be perfect every single time, but in these scenarios, 2 trades and then two losses out of these 2 trades is not taking anywhere near back what I could have made. And it's definitely something I've been paying a lot of attention to. I've always paid attention to support and resistance. It's just in stocks, a lot of times, especially lower float stocks, they don't tend to care as much about those areas. This AI chat thing is fun. What? Didn't know it was part of YouTube? What are you talking about? You should get a Trading for Science account again. I mean, it's kind of essentially what I'm looking for, but not every single area. Need the funding from the cash register again. I will say, if you look at the bands, this is the first time all morning where the bands are starting to really kind of shift. You can see how we were kind of going up. It did go down a little bit, but it was still generally in the up direction. But now it's actually kind of turning over. All right, is it going to happen? My problem is now the bands are kind of in no man's land. I'll be a little extra careful with it. I want to see it. Like right now, if we hit the bands in between here and the lows, I would have to see it like into the bands. So it would have to be like a really good move. What did he grab? 826? Yeah, that's where we're at now, right? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It just feels like we're starting to trend down at the moment. Let me zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Does look like it could have been a liquidity grab. Look at Frogo. See, I try not. That's the thing that it bothers me with these support and resistance type trades is I've always said I try not to predict what the market's going to do. I just try to react. But in these trades, I mean, I am reacting to these previous areas. So, I mean, it's kind of a catch-22 when you think about it. All right. I'm going to get out of here. 5 minutes still looks bullish to you. Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's a pretty big pullback on the 5 minute, but I'm going to get out of here. I'll be here same time tomorrow. I'm going to go listen to Methodical while I eat my lunch. I'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. I mean, it's just looking like a no trade day. I'm going to still be here. If it happens, I'll post it in the Discord. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, appreciate you being here. Remember, today and tomorrow are the last days of the 90% off sale for Apex. So if you're going to get those accounts, go ahead. I grabbed the 250K today. I'm going to be trading that at 8:30 tomorrow morning. I won't be live, but I will trade it. Probably talk about it in the Discord, etc. And then obviously I'll talk about it when we go live. But hopefully it's a pass and hopefully it's a clean move and all that good stuff. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.